So imagine waiting 9 months for a game mode only for it to arrive into the game not only with only one level, but also completely broken and unable to even start most of the time. That's right, only EA and DICE could be capable of something like this. I don't want to hate on the new mode because it does drag on for a really long time. It is only on one level like I said, but it is quite enjoyable. But most of the time it doesn't work. I was trying to get some footage actually for this video, which as you can see didn't go according to plan, of the new game mode Capital Supremacy, and the game just wouldn't start for me. And I believe as of recording this they've removed AI from the game to stop it crashing in the new game mode, which I don't understand how the addition of AI is causing it to crash. But that's disappointing. However, since then I've still not been able to find games of Capital Supremacy sometimes. It is unplayable. And what I also find quite lazy, and nobody's really pointed this out, is if you go onto the game mode selection screen, there is no Capital Supremacy option there. The only way to find this is on the home screen, and it's like a tab on there which says Capital Supremacy. So I'm no game developer, but has it fully been added to the game if it's on the home screen, or is it just an annotation? Like if they're to get rid of that annotation, it's gone because it's not in the game mode selection screen, if you get what I mean. It's kind of like the prequel only playlist. So remember that it wasn't working for a lot of people, like you'd search for prequel only maps, and I get that it was a priority playlist in a way, so if it couldn't find any prequel maps it'd put you on something else. But most of the time that wouldn't work either. It would just put you on like a sequel era map or an original trilogy era map, and that was only an annotation on the home screen. I feel like this is something to do with it. Like maybe try fully adding it into that menu so there is a tab for it, but hey, I could be completely wrong there, I don't know. We need to stay on topic here, and that is that this doesn't work. So Capital Supremacy, it was unnamed until a few days before release, which is a topic for another time, but it was announced that we would be getting a game mode like this in June of 2017, and that means that EA and DICE were at least planning this. They were planning ahead, I would think at least a few months or even a few weeks with their standards before they announced their EA Play. So we can say it's been 9 months, we could even say 10 months, because I doubt they just said on the day of EA Play, okay, we're going to announce a new game mode today. That completely on the spot, we haven't thought about it whatsoever. So fast forward from June 2018 all the way to the end of March 2019. That is a long time. So much has happened since then. It's a long time to be working on a mode for just one map. But either way, you add it into the game and it doesn't even work. You can't even play it. The mode is completely unbalanced with Anakin. Even I'm at the point now where I think this guy needs a nerf. I don't know, like, I get it, he's the chosen one, but at this point, he is just doing way too much damage to opponents. Heroic Might is incredible. And yeah, something needs to be done about Anakin. So you add this mode in 9 months later, and it's a complete mess. And when you do get into a game of Capital Supremacy, unless you're playing as Anakin, you're pretty much screwed most of the time, especially if you're the droids. I also don't have much hope for new maps added to this mode. Yes, they've teased it and we're probably going to get a few, but if it took them 9 months to add in one map, then is that another 9 months for the next map? I don't know. Maybe we'll get a second map, but I think a third, fourth map is very unlikely. I just can't believe the mess this mode is in, and the transmissions are obviously coming very late before this was added in. Steps backwards have really been taken since the start of the year. We were ensured that January, with the mess of promoting Count Dooku, was just a slip up, after Christmas. They weren't that prepared. That seems not to have been the case whatsoever, because February, okay, while things were a bit better with Anakin promotion, it's still nowhere near what we were looking at in October and especially November of the last part of 2018. But let me know your thoughts, everyone. I am pretty disgusted with how this whole situation has been dealt with, and I don't want to be bringing rant videos back to a certain extent because there's so much to be excited about now with Battlefront 2, but I felt like we had to bring this up because it is really disgusting and something needs to be done. I'm expecting a big patch in the April update. We better get an April update. I'm expecting that Clone Wars Anakin skin and a big patch to fix a lot of stuff in this game, because it's at the point now where it's probably worse than ever when it comes to glitches. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.